Today I fucked up by starting a war between my cat and dog. This all began last week after I decided to treat my cats to a new kitty condo. My boy loved it, played with the fuzzy ball on a spring and the fuzzy ball that dangled inside the hideaway all the time. Of course this created some jealousy in my dog. The poor fuzzy ball on the spring didn't even make it 24 hours before my dog tore it off and decided it was his to tear up. My cat became furious. He attempted his revenge by furiously scratching the dog's frisbee. Unfortunately we buy Kong dog toys that cannot be torn up by even a 65-pound dog, so his efforts were futile. Days pass and the cat continues to silently plot while enjoying the dangly fuzzy ball in the hideaway. This only spikes my dog into action again and he tore the fuzzy ball out of the hideaway. This is where the payoff of this fuck up comes in. Just hours ago, my dog leaves his precious frisbee next to the kitty condo and my cat sees his chance for revenge. I'm awoken by the foulest smelling cat shit that had ever breached my nostrils. My boy cat usually has some stinkers and isn't one to bury them in the litter box, so I get up to clean it immediately and rid my house of this awful stench. On my way to the crap trap I notice the smell coming from a different room than where their bathroom is, so I go on a hunt. There on the floor in the den is my dog's beloved toy and right on top is the massive shit of revenge. I was both disgusted and impressed with the logic behind this unpleasant event, but I don't think I will be buying the cats any more non-dog proof items. TLDR, my dog ate the cat toys, so my cat took a massive shit on the dog's favorite toy. I did not expect for so many people to see, let alone enjoy this story of my morning. And I really wasn't expecting a gold. Thank you. I also added a visual of the parties mentioned. The battle continues. My boy cat is the #1 asshole in the house. Though since my dog already digs for treasure in the litter boxes when we're gone, I'm sure it would have been more of a garnish than an unpleasantry. I used to have a cat who would shit on my, now ex-husband's drum set seat when she was mad at him. She only did it 2 or 3 times, but it was always in retaliation for some perceived slight. Ha ha ha, thanks for sharing. My dog always steals the cat's toys. Sometimes she destroys them. Star Wars mice, fuzzy balls, stuffed banana, etc. I've been on the hunt for dog-proof cat toys, but haven't found any. Open to suggestions. If I find some I'll let you know. Smiley face. I've tried for years to get some, but the only thing I've got is laser pointers, which my dog also plays with. You have provoked a gang war. Lamau, my 2 boys only slap each other and run around sometimes. They both eat each other's food. Maybe it's because it's a 1-year-old asshole cat and an 11-year-old who doesn't care about shit. Today I fucked up by playing with my kitten. This happened about 20 minutes ago. I was playing with my kitten, around 6 months old. He attacked my elbow, playfully, and his little tooth caught on my hoodie, seeing as he still has little kitten teeth. So I moved my elbow back in to move his tooth from my hoodie as carefully as possible as he lunges forward at me with quite a bit of force, right into my bony elbow. A few seconds after, I noticed how he kept on licking his lips and moving his mouth around in an odd way. Grandma told me to check it out, so I went and pulled his lip back a little bit and I found that his tooth was bleeding. Long story short, I knocked my kitten's tooth out of place. My grandma is going to take him to the vet today. I feel like such a terrible pet owner. Too long didn't read, played with cat. Knocked cat's tooth out. Sad cat. Kittens have baby teeth just like kids, it will be okay. Yay, I knock babies' teeth out all the time. Don't worry, kittens are suicidal by nature. I can't tell you how many times mine has just dashed under my feet while walking, and I accidentally step on her. Had a mini heart attack every time. But there's really nothing you can do about it. They're going to be rough, they're going to be dumb. You were being extremely careful and the cat fucked it up. You had no way of knowing what it was going to do. If you hurt your cat, then you hurt your cat. It happens to almost every owner. That's not to say don't be careful, but don't blame yourself. It's almost expected when you're interacting with something so tiny and active compared to yourself. And, even with all the steps, little Snickers never had any real damage. Even if you do somehow manage to hurt it again, it's best when they're still young, they heal a lot better. Holy shit. We had a kitten and 2-story home. Dumb thing kept running off the balcony, we ended up putting a barrier, and the bastard kept jumping and aiming for the couch, so we transferred her to someone living at a one-story home. Kitten escaped, climbed the roof, and jumped off. New owner said she didn't survive the last fall. Poor cat was not wired right. Pay your kitten tax. This is not a request. It's Reddit law. For some reason I thought it was gonna be you who was gonna have to go to the doctor. Today I fucked up by letting my girlfriend ride my face with a cold NSFW. This happened last night. Things were getting a bit kinky between my girlfriend and I. I've had a cold for over a week now, but last night I wasn't feeling that bad. The snot seemed to be blocking my nose rather than pouring from it, which we took full advantage of and got busy. She asked, "Can I ride your face?" My mucus congested nose said no, but my caveman brain said rock on. She immediately put a blindfold on me and handcuffed me to the headboard with both arms. I was losing senses by the second. Originally at 4, now down another 2. She hopped aboard and started grinding hard as my tongue worked overtime to combat an already dry throat and mouth. Took me about a minute to realize I can't breathe. I started to panic. With most colds, God is kind and gives you the function of at least one nostril from which to breathe. This was not one of those colds. My words were muffled and she carried on riding, lost in the moment. I couldn't move enough to tap out. My only option, blew. A torrent of moss green snot fired from my nose right at her crotch and inner thighs, and I gasped back to life. Needless to say, the fun stopped there. She was quite good about it and we both laughed it off afterwards. Too long, didn't read, couldn't breathe, had to blow my nose in her crotch. Edit, added a comma. Also thanks for gold and silver. I think you misinterpreted the term blowing a load, lol. PFFFFFFD, the fun stopped there? And you said things were getting kinky. SMH. I'm disappointed. In the future, if you're gasping for air, my wife suggests Morse code on her button, I suggest a raspberry in the same place. Or turn your head. Edit, spelling. Cum is dick snot anyway. Ah fuck. I can't believe you've done this. 100% expected to read. I sneezed into her as she came and she can only come if I'm sneezing now, not gonna lie, slightly disappointed. Lol.